Greetings, members, friends, veterans. Good afternoon. My name is Joan R. Davis. I am a colonel, retired in the United States Army Nurse Corps, and I have the privilege today of being your mistress of ceremonies. If you'll so indulge me, I just wanted to say a short prayer. Heavenly Father, we thank you for today. Wherever we are, sitting, standing, whatever we're doing, at this time you brought us together. Let us look to you, dear Father. Let us have joy in what you have provided for each and every one of us. Bless our honorees and bless all our troops around the world. We thank the Bronx Chamber of Commerce for what they're doing for our veterans. In Jesus' name we pray, amen and amen. My career spanned a full 32 and a half years from May of 1986 to October of 2018. I have served our men and women in uniform. I have served detainees at Abu Ghraib and Camp Bucca. I have served humanitarian missions, and what an honor to have done what I did. Thank God, and thank the United States military. At this time, I would like to introduce our president of the Bronx Chamber of Commerce, Ms. Lisa Soren.
Thank you. Hello, everyone. It's so awesome to see everyone, even virtually. So consider yourself receiving a virtual hug on my behalf. So I have the privilege of, first of all, thanking Colonel Davis for taking on the MC. Her story is incredible. Everybody should be receiving or will receive the program for today. This speaks to her bio and the bio of our amazing honorees. So I really encourage you that when you receive it, you realize what an incredible group of people we have here today and how amazing our former honoree, Colonel Davis, is. I will start by saying congratulations to our honorees. I have not had the pleasure of meeting you directly, but I've seen some of your videos. I've read your bios and how fantastic, and I thank you for your service. This event would not be taking place had it not been for our sponsors, which I need to give a big shout out. American Maintenance, Simone Development, Amber Court Assisted Living, Orange Bank and Trust, and Bronx Design. It's companies such as these that truly believe in our veterans, believe in the work of the chamber. It's the backbone of everything we do. So these companies really mean a lot. And there were many others who wanted to join in the festivities, but of course, virtually we're always limited. A special shout out to, you will be hearing from our singer from the National Anthem, and a young man who brings a special poem written by himself in celebration of our veterans. To our event planning committee, I have to give all the shout out because I'm coming in at the back end, and you know, all the work is done by these extraordinary young ladies and men who really put up with me, and the expectation is always high. They meet and exceed it. Jerry Scortino from the Bronx Design Group, Vanessa Badgenorth from Orange Bank and Trust, Tamika Creek from Nursing Personnel, Elizabeth Figueroa from the New York Botanical Gardens, Rhonda James from 218 Events Management, Laura Plunkett from Mercy College, Madeline Sadi from Amber Court and Pelham Gardens. That's the events committee that's been working really hard to get this done. But my shout out goes to my incredible staff, Sashay Rivera, Dolores Saldana, Anna Reyes, Francisco Aguilar, Daniela Soren, and Sarah Benizio. Like I said, these are the backbones to everything we do. Events like this mean a lot to us. We're not just about our businesses, but the businesses who also support our veterans. So on behalf of the Bronx Chamber of Commerce, I salute you. I thank you for your service. And I want to give a second shout out to our elected officials, who some have been able to join us. I see Natalia and I see Fernando, and a warm thank you to our elected officials who also work extremely hard to make sure that our veterans and those who support the veterans have the support of those who actually represent us at the city and at the state level. I will gladly turn it back to Colonel Davis. Thank you.
Thank you very much for those remarks. At this time, it's my pleasure to introduce to you the Bronx Chamber of Commerce Chairman of the Board, Mr. Joe Keller.
Thank you very much, Joan, and thank you so much for being here today and being on this ceremony. You've done a phenomenal job last year, and it's so great to see you back. Every year, the Bronx Chamber of Commerce honors our veterans here in the Bronx, and it's always an amazing event when you see the dedication of the men and women who gave service to our country, have given their lives so that we all can be free and have moments like this. You know, I'm eternally grateful. And, you know, I was just jotting down a few things that just came to mind. And one of them is, we often take for granted the very things that most deserve our gratitude, particularly our veterans. And at this veterans event, let us remember the service of our veterans. Let us renew our national promise to fulfill our sacred obligations to our veterans and to their families who have sacrificed so much so we can live free. You know, we express our gratitude. As we express our gratitude, we must never forget that the highest appreciation is not to utter words, but to live by them. It's what we do as a power of example. How do we support our veterans? They need us today more than at any time in our history. And I'm really proud to be part of an organization, the Bronx Chamber of Commerce, and all of our businesses. We support you. We are here for you. We want to work with you. We have programs that will help you. And it is really, truly an honor to have you all here today. And I congratulate all of the honorees. And I'll leave you with just a very short phrase that I uttered at the 9/11 memorial just here in September. We will never forget our veterans. We will never forget our veterans. And remember that freedom is not free. God bless America, and God bless all of the veterans who keep our country strong. We love you. Thank you.
Thank you for those kind words. We appreciate it coming from each and every person who takes the time out to let us know how much we mean to our nation and to you all. Thank you. At this time, if you're so inclined, will you please stand for the singing of our national anthem by Mr. Michael Leonard James. Thank you.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hail at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
We thank Mr. James for that rendition. At this time, I would like to thank our elected officials for providing citations and proclamations to our honorees. The Bronx Borough President, Mr. Ruben Diaz Jr., by video. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. This is Bronx Borough President Ruben Diaz Jr. live from my living room. I just wanted to take this opportunity to thank Lisa Sorin and all of the folks at the Bronx Chamber of Commerce for staying true to form and for celebrating our veterans. You know, this past week, we've all been high and low on anxieties over election and the results of the elections. Truth be told, the bottom line is that democracy works and democracy is live and strong, regardless of where you were during this election, politically that is. We're all Americans, and the reason why we can have such great democracy is because there are men and women for generations and generations who have preserved that democracy here at home and throughout the world. And those are our veterans. In the Bronx, we are home to 37,000 plus veterans, men and women who have sacrificed of themselves, families of those men and women who have been through their highs and lows. And for that, we want to say thank you. It's the reason why we fight every day out of my office to make sure that there's representation at our community boards, make sure that there's a veterans court, working with our Veterans Advisory Council. We have our Veterans Guide. We made sure that veterans get employment. It's just the right thing to do because while we're here eating hot dogs and hamburgers, like I always say during the 4th of July or the summer months, there are people across seas, millions of them, protecting our democracy, defending our rights as U.S. citizens. And here in the Bronx, it always warms my heart when people like the Chamber of Commerce says, you know what, we recognize that and we thank you for it. Remember, I'm wearing this hat. I'm not a veteran. I'm a Bronx veteran, born and raised in the Bronx. But I'm not a veteran, and I may not be one. I'm the son and the father of one. I'm the proud father of my son, who's a lieutenant, Lieutenant Diaz. He is a military police officer based out of Stewart, Fort Stewart in Savannah, Georgia. I'm proud of him. I'm proud of his service, just like I'm proud of all of the service of our men and women. And congratulations to all of the honorees. I hope to see you soon. Sorry that COVID cannot bring us all together personally, but once we're on the other side of this, we're going to celebrate big time. God bless you all. God bless our veterans. God bless their families, and God bless the United States of America.
We thank the Borough President, Mr. Ruben Diaz Jr., for those powerful words. At this time, New York State Senator and Bronx County Democratic Chair, Mr. Jamal T. Bailey, brief comments.
Colonel, I heard the emphasis on the word brief, so I will do as asked by a distinguished veteran. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm New York State Senator Jamal T. Bailey, also the Bronx Democratic County Chair. But today I am just a grateful Bronxite, a grateful American, just someone who is proud to be in a country that is defended by brave women and men such as yourself, Colonel Davis. So thank you for what you do. Lisa, thank you, and the Chamber of Commerce for making sure that even though we weren't able to physically connect, that we virtually connect. In some ways, that's even better because it gives us more time to be able to connect with those that we love and those who have served. I've never served a day in my life as a veteran in the military, and I couldn't do it. So thank God for those of you who do. I thank you every day for the work that you've done and to be able to protect the liberties that so many of us have near and dear to our hearts. There's an old adage that says freedom isn't free. And quite frankly, it has a significant price. Veterans Day is the day to remember not those who we've lost, but those who are still here and that can tell us the story. So brothers and sisters, sisters and brothers, let's make sure that we continue to give the veterans who have served us so ably the flowers while they can still smell them. Let's make sure that we continue to pass legislation that empowers our veterans, that lets them return to work because they have so much to give. And Colonel Davis, I will be brief. It's hard to have a lawyer and an elected official be brief, but I'm going to stop here. I'm just going to say thank you. And tomorrow, when you see a veteran, I'm not going to say salute them. Just say thank you. That's all I'm asking you to do. But don't stop it tomorrow. Thank a veteran every chance you get a chance to, because freedom isn't free. God bless America, and God bless the Bronx.
Thank you very much, Assemblymember Blake, for those powerful words. At this time, I would like to introduce the New York State Assembly member, Ms. Natalia Fernandez, for brief comments.
I was gonna say, sir, yes, sir. I'll be brief. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you, Bronx Chamber, and all the sponsors for allowing us to still convene and to celebrate this week, honestly, every day, like the senator said, for our veterans. You know, I love this time of year, not only because the seasons and, you know, the holiday season, but to take that moment to remember why we are the country that we are, how we became the country that we are, and to always remember that freedom is not free. And I really feel like we've shown that in this last election, fighting for the things that we want to have freedom for. It's really an amazing thing. To our honorees, thank you. I don't know which war, whatever battle you have been in, but thank you for just taking that pledge. Thank you for putting yourself out there for the country. I want to give a shout out to my brother. I haven't served like the senator, and it's crazy sometimes when people, you know, find out what we do and you're an assembly member. Well, thank you for your service. Not this service. This is not the one to thank. It cannot compare to the service that our brave men and women have done for this country. And I wanted to show everyone my brother, who is currently overseas in Iran right now, Specialist Alejandro Fernandez, out there protecting us. Oh my God, it was this picture, I guess. Yeah. But thank you, really. Thank you so much, because to have a family member out there, sorry, this is the first time I'm speaking like that. But God bless our veterans. Thank you. Really, thank you. Anyone that is out there, if you have a family member, I pray that they come home safe and sound. And if you can communicate with them, please keep communicating. I've taken it upon myself to now prepare care packages. So my office will be sharing that effort and try to see how much we can get out there to our soldiers while they're still out there. But that's a conversation for tomorrow. But for today, to our honorees, thank you so much. As a legislator, as a representative of the states, I too pledge to make sure that you are protected, empowered, seen, heard, and loved, because you deserve that for the sacrifices that you've done for this country. It really can't be measured. So thank you so much. Congratulations. It's an honor to be here. And God bless America.
Ms. Fernandez, thank you so much. And I just want you to know that I burn a green bulb every day, which means that every night it's turned on, and it's until our troops come home, that bulb will be on. And I also say the 91 Psalms of protection for all our troops. And for the family who sit here, you are the shadow of soldiers. You are the support. And if we don't have support like you, we can't do our jobs. So thank you for those kind words.
My pleasure, thank you.
At this time, I'd like to introduce Councilmember Fernando Cabrera, brief comments.
Thank you so much. And just like the good senator said, it's tough being a lawyer, an elected official. Well, it's tough to be a pastor, an elected official, to keep it short, but I will be obedient. I have a colonel watching over me here. So I want to say it is a great honor to join you here today. Indeed, to be able to, just like my colleagues, I have family members. My grandfather fought in World War II. He actually almost lost his life in a ship, in a Navy ship. He was one of the 351 Dominicans who fought in World War II. And as a matter of fact, that inspired me to do a memorial that you'll find, the only one of its kind in the entire world at Bronx Community College. I welcome everyone to go by. Prior to that research, we didn't know how many Dominicans fought in World War II and who were they. By the way, 2 were women, 1 was a Tuskegee man.
Mhm.
But today, as you know, there are 400,000, over 400,000 are military service personnel, more than 100 countries working against terrorism, their proliferation of weapons of mass destruction, protecting our official infrastructure in this nation. And that's why it's my great pleasure today to present citations to Commander Adeyemi Lekron Olorotoba, United States Air Force, Norman M. Thomas, United States Marine Corps, and today we celebrate the 245th anniversary, a birthday actually, the Marine Corps, Colonel Joan R. Davis, U.S. Army, and Petty Officer, 2nd Class Patricia C. Sweeting, United States Navy. So we honor you, we salute you, past and present, for your service to our nation.
I just want to say thank you very much. And the fact that your family member and your dad served, I am a recipient of that. In the years that he served, the rank that I wear now, I could not have attained that rank. So the pathway that he cleared, I trotted on it. Thank him. And thank you for your words.
Thank you.
At this time, I would like to introduce a video from our Senator, Ms. Alexandria Biaggi.
Hello, this is State Senator Alessandra Biaggi representing New York's 34th Senate District, which includes parts of the Bronx and Westchester counties. I'd like to extend my gratitude to the new Bronx Chamber of Commerce and Chamber President Lisa Sorin for creating a virtual opportunity for the Bronx to honor veterans as a community on Veterans Day. But most importantly, I want to thank our honored veterans, Sergeant Hector Cruz, Petty Officer Christopher Norberto, Major Juan Parra, and Chaplain Assistant Marisa Estrella. Your sacrifice to this country and community is a gift to the American people, and your bravery and sacrifice deserve the highest recognition. I also want to take a moment to recognize Stephen Kaplan for his work in the veteran community through Manhattan College. As New Yorkers, it is our duty to support our veterans. New York State recently expanded avenues for economic development and mental health services to empower the veteran community. This year, we passed legislation to facilitate wider access for veterans to New York State parks, lands, and facilities, as recent studies have found that time outdoors can be valuable adjunct therapy in addition to more traditional types of healthcare for individuals experiencing PTSD and substance abuse. In 2019, we passed important legislation requiring state agencies to prominently post jobs that are eligible under the Veterans with Disabilities Employment Program so that veterans will know that they can apply and have access to new employment opportunities. We also passed legislation that requires the Division of Veterans Services to provide information and resources that are available to assist veterans who experienced military sexual trauma while on active duty or during military training in order to provide veterans who have suffered abuse to access the tools and services they need to heal. And lastly, we made sure that LGBTQ veterans who were discharged under the Don't Ask, Don't Tell policy are eligible for veterans benefits. Again, it is a privilege to pay tribute to our honored veterans, and I look forward to continuing my work to support the veteran community of the Bronx. New York State salutes you.
We thank the Senator for all the information that she just put out, because at times our veterans do not know where to go for information such as that that's privileged to them. At this time, I'd like to turn the events over to our president, Ms. Lisa Sorin.
Thank you, Colonel. I am going to be extremely brief, but I wanted to make sure to acknowledge our elected officials who, all of them who gave the citations, proclamations. Oh, yes. Oh, okay. There we go. I was about to mention Assemblymember Michael Blake, but I see that he has joined us because I think you all deserve kudos for everything you do in representing us. There he is. If you can unmute yourself, Assemblyman.
Thank you, Lisa. I didn't know if it was time to say hello because of the announcement right there. Good to see everyone, and forgive the sound. I'm literally just getting back to New York after the last few weeks. Colonel Davis and others, thank you for your incredible leadership. Lisa, my dear sister, thank you for your friendship. And to all my colleagues in government, I see Chairman Bailey, I see Councilmember Cabrera, I see Assemblywoman Fernandez, I think Senator Biaggi was early, if I remember that correctly, and anyone else. Forgive me if I missed anyone, and always good to see you, Joe. Good to see your face. You know, everybody, I just wanted to say thank you for all that you do. You know, I've shared this before with others. You know, veterans are personal to us. My oldest brother is retired last year after 29 years of service. He was a sergeant first class who did multiple tours in Iraq. And so, you know, what happens with our veterans is very clear for me. I served, of course, on the Veterans Affairs Committee in Albany, where we were able to work on the legislation that led to veterans learning about services much faster here. And equally, one major priority has always been, you shouldn't have to serve your country and then come back home and wonder if you're going to get a job, wonder if you're going to have help, wonder if you're going to have housing. And so the efforts we did around veterans entrepreneurship in partnership with NYU and so many others to provide that support here in the Bronx is timely. So I just wanted to commend everyone and say congratulations. You know, I'm grateful to be with you. Yes, you can see I'm smiling a lot because I'm very happy that Biden won. And I finally got sleep for the first time in like 2 months, the last 2 days. But, you know, look, I just think in the grand scheme, your work is why we thank you. You know, you are the ones that are serving and providing that help, even after you're out of the uniform and off the battlefield, of what's happening on the outside, because the battle still continues here within our community. So we thank you. We celebrate you, and continuing to be excited to work with you moving forward as well. Lisa, back over to you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Assemblyman Blake. The first time I met you, it was in church at St. Luke's Episcopal. And I remember the strong remarks you gave. And it's just as strong today. I'm glad that your family member made it home safe. And I thank you for all you do for veterans. Godspeed. Over to you, Lisa.
We're starting with the honorees, Colonel. Please help.
Okay. At this time, we would like to introduce our honorees. My first honoree is Sergeant Hector Cruz, United States Marine Corps. Hoorah! Let's all say hoorah.
Hoorah.
As a Marine Corps veteran, Marines are the first to go in and do what you call reconnaissance. They pave the way, and then we come in and trod. So I would like to thank he's a first responder in this stage. I'd like to thank Sergeant Cruz for his service.
I'm gonna jump in and believe that Sergeant Cruz is either on the other line or has not joined us, but I ask that everyone check into our YouTube channel following this event. We have wonderful recorded messages from all our honorees. So thank you to Sergeant Hector Cruz.
It's also an honor to introduce to each and every one of you, Petty Officer First Class, Christopher Norberto, United States Navy. We all know that the Navy rules what? The sea, their commerce. So we give them a humph because anyone out there, they have to let our ships in. So I just always like to work with my sailors when they come into port and let them know that putting their feet on land is a beautiful thing. Petty Officer First Class, if you're here, now is your time to give us your words.
Thank you, ma'am. I'll keep it nice and short. Love the Army too. Worked with you guys a couple times and it was always very copacetic. Honestly, all I have to say is thank you, Tiana Stone from Manhattan College, nominating me. It's really an honor. And thank you, Professor Kaplan, for everything you've done. And hopefully I can be more involved with the community now that I'm back home. They welcome me with open arms, and I want to extend the offer to anyone else who's coming out and experiencing difficulties. That's all I got. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Congratulations. At this time, I would like to introduce Major Juan Parra. He rules the sky. My last tour was at Shaw Air Force Base 2 years ago. And I can tell you something about my Air Force comrades. They're great to work with. And when I was in the combat zone, when I heard those C5s coming in or those C-130s, I know that my food is coming and that my mail is coming. So thank you, Major Parra. I know you're in law enforcement, but you know what I'm talking about. I'm just letting our civilian counterparts know what each branch of the service brings to each other. Congratulations and thank you. Now I turn it over to you, sir.
Well, thank you. I feel pretty honored to be part of this. I don't even know how to explain it.
Celebration. We celebrate you.
Yes, I feel so humble and feel proud that I was nominated for this recognition. I really thank the Bronx. I'm just got a little nervous. The Bronx Chamber of Commerce.
Go right ahead. You're doing well.
Yeah, I just want to thank you, the politicians, the Bronx
Chamber of Commerce. Yeah.
And excuse me, and everybody else out there. I really thank you for the opportunity.
Absolutely.
Back to you.
Congratulations and Godspeed. Thank you for all you did. At this time, we have our U.S. Army Chaplain, E4, Marisa Estrella. Now, let me tell you something about the chaplains before I go any further. When I was in Iraq, as each of you know, in the military service world, a chaplain does not carry a weapon. So, because we need our spiritual food, as soon as we hear incoming, the first person we look for is the chaplain. We tussle them to the ground, we lay on top of them, and we with the weapons are the ones that protect them because we have to have a chaplain. So I just want to tell each and every one of you how precious our chaplains are in the combat zone. At this time, Chaplain Estrella, I turn it over to you if you're here for your words of wisdom. You're muted.
Chaplain, I think you're muted. Can you hear? No.
Maybe try a pair of headphones.
Headphones, you said, Joan?
Let's see her.
It might be her microphone because she's not muted.
Oh.
Okay. While we try to get her back, I am going to move on to Professor Stephen Kaplan. Now, when you hear the word professor, you think of teacher, advisor, coach, you name it. And for each and every one of us that's sitting here today, thank a teacher because they brought us this far. Professor Kaplan, I just want to thank you very much for what you're doing at the college level. I don't know if you do it before soldiers go or if you have any resources before they go, but the fact that you have them when they come home, that also makes a huge, huge difference because you are someone that they can confide in. Thank you. At this time, I turn it over to you for your remarks.
Thank you, Colonel. At Manhattan College, my program deals with student veterans. So I would like to thank the Bronx Chamber of Commerce for putting this event on and for honoring, you know, my 4 colleagues who are the 4 veterans here who are being honored. While I am absolutely delighted to receive this award, I don't know that I really deserve it. I'm not a veteran. Who deserves this award are the student veterans at Manhattan College. They built this program. I sort of push here and there, but it is the men and women at Manhattan College who have served in our armed forces who deserve this. I would also like to thank Manhattan College, who has supported this program, and President O'Donnell, who has, for the past 6 years, allowed us to do what we have done. Finally, my colleagues. I shout some things now and then, but it's Bill Clyde, Tiana Sloan, Rob Walsh, and Troy Cogburn who have done the work. So they should be really honored in this process. For me, this has been absolutely a labor of love. I have gotten more out of this than I've ever put in. So I thank you all.
And that's one of the reasons why I think you deserve this honor. Yes, yes, I do. Anyone that supports, pray, gives an opportunity to a veteran deserves to be recognized. And I recognize you today because of what you do. If we don't get the opportunity to do things, it will not come true. So the fact that the school, you, and your labor of love allows each and every member to bring all of this to you. Congratulations. Well deserved. At this time, I'd like to introduce our 9-year-old Shanae Bijat, who will read an original poem written by his mother, Vanessa Bijat.
By the way, you said my name wrong.
Oh, I am so sorry. I wasn't at the christening. Can you please tell me how it's said?
Chael Bejnot.
Chael Bejnot. I got it right now, and I salute that. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hi. Chael, are you ready?
Yes, hold on.
Okay, I will.
Okay. Because of you, my smile turns to laughter. I am safe. I am given a chance. I can see the world. I can dream. The world makes sense. I can dance. I can fly. I can see a new day. I am awake. I know what sacrifice is. Because of you, I can feel. I have a voice. I was born free. You keep me free. I have reasons. I have joy. I have a place. I have time. I am real. Because of you, I am shy. I am different. I am not. I am worthy, I am ashamed. Because of you, I know what true love is. Because of you, I am. Thank you.
You're muted, Colonel.
Sorry about that. Thank you very much for those beautiful words. And we thank you today for taking the time to write such poetry. And we are glad to serve so that you can be safe and free and shy and playful and do all the things you need to do in this wonderful nation of ours, the United States of America.
Allow me to jump in just for a second, Colonel, and I apologize. I always have a soft spot for our up and coming generation, and hearing those words, knowing that he wrote them, his positive, confident self. I applaud you, young man. It's incredible. And if you're anything for what we're looking forward to in the future, we're in pretty good hands. So thank you for that.
Thank you.
And I thank your mom. I met your mom and we have been in touch, and she's doing a fantastic job. And I can see it because I hear it from you yourself. Give her a thank you for me.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
One last thing, Colonel. Chaplain Marisa Estrella, I see that you typed in the chat box your gratitude, and God bless us all. I'm sorry that we can't hear you, but we do have your video. It will be going up on YouTube, and we thank you for your service and for all you're doing. Just know that your voice is heard.
Thank you, Chaplain. At this time, we will be going to a video, Ms. Oren.
My name is Chaplain Marisa Estrella. I was in the Army, and my job was a chaplain assistant. Okay, thank you for the Chamber of Commerce for giving me this award for all the good things that I did in the service, and at the same time because I'm helping a lot of the veterans with a nonprofit. I joined the military because I want to be a JAG. I want to be a lawyer. So they make a mistake, but I know it was God's mistake that I become a chaplain assistant in there, but I just want to become a judge. That's what I went in there. Well, that's my chaplain. I've been working in NYPD, like the LACA. It's an organization that help a lot of the chaplains in the area. And at the same time, then I work for the IRS as a revenue agent. And then I opened my own firms about consulting and accounting. And then after that, when I retired from the service, I decided to open a nonprofit to help the veterans and their families because of all the situations that they're going through with PTSD, affordable housing, and all the issues that they were going through. Right now, I'm the founder and the president for Worldwide Veterans Chamber, Worldwide Veterans and Family Services, and we just open it over there just to help the veterans in everything that they need.
How positive is that? That's a chaplain's work.
Joe, would you like to, I believe, Colonel, Joe, would you like to close out the session before we thank our Colonel?
It would be my honor. You know, this has been a wonderful event. And again, how proud are we of our veterans that have given so much for our country. And it just reminds me when we have our parades, Memorial Day, which we have in our little town, and it's always the World War II veterans. There are some from, you know, the Korean War, the Vietnam War, Iraq War, and many of them don't really have a chance to tell their stories. And isn't it wonderful to just take a moment, think about this, and especially your children, to reach out to a veteran when you go to one of these affairs and reach your hand out and say, thank you for your service. And can you tell us a little bit about your experience? And you'll be amazed at some of the stories that you'll learn and the deep history that our veterans bring. And it's only because of everything that they gave, their lives, their service, that we have this wonderful opportunity to be in this great, great country today. Even with all of the drama that's going on in the world, right? Our veterans are one of the reasons that we can sit here and celebrate. And we have a debt of gratitude to them. And we have a commitment to carry on and make this world, our country, the greatest country in the world, the United States of America. Reach out to a veteran. If you see a veteran in uniform, walk up to them and say, thank you for your service. Believe me, they will appreciate it. And I want to thank the Colonel again for being here to be our MC. And I love your uniform. You certainly look like someone who's in charge. And I can't tell you how much we appreciate and how much dignity you bring to our event. It's just wonderful. And thank you so much. And again, I want to thank the Chamber of Commerce, Sasha and Lisa and Anna, Dolores, all of our staff, Danielle, for the wonderful job they do. Because, in this world of virtual Zoom meetings and galas and such, look at this event that they put together and how professional it was. We could hear everyone. The program was just on point, and we owe a debt of gratitude to all of you for your hard work, and I'm so proud of you. And again, congratulations to all of our honorees. We're very proud of you, and the fact that you're from the Bronx is even a little extra for us. And we love you. We're here for you. If you need something, call us. We're here for you. We'll help you. Thank you, and God bless America.
Thank you, Joe. One last little thing. Starbucks, who has become a partner to us, is honoring our vets tomorrow for all those who love Starbucks, like we do, offering a free large cup of coffee. And for everything, all coffee sold tomorrow, 25 cents goes towards their veteran mental health community program. So I encourage you all, not only take your cup of coffee, but also the more you purchase, the more our veterans will receive. And we'll post more information on that. Colonel, if you'd like to close us out.
Yes. We started with a prayer. We just want to say thank God that all went well. May he continue to establish the pathway for our troops as they serve globally. May he comfort their family members, relatives, friends, neighbors, all of those who root for our troops. Amen. We just want to thank the new Bronx Chamber of Commerce as they just saluted our veteran heroes through this virtual event. As our chairman said, I want to thank each and every staff member from the president on down. The first time I reached out to them after I got the invitation, it has been nothing but professionalism, kindness. They have extended everything to me so I could sit here today and honor those who serve and those who serve those who serve. Thank you very much. May God continue to bless each and every one of you and your families, both those who are on, those who couldn't get on, those who sent us their videos, all of the chat that's going on. It's up to 75 at this time. And I would like to ask God for his continued protection, and I would like him to bless our nation. I was proud to serve them, and I will continue to do so in every capacity that I can. Thank you very much, and God bless the United States of America, and God bless you all. Lisa?
This is what happens when I'm running through papers. I still have a complete shout out to 3 elected officials who were unable to join us, but provided citations and proclamations. Senator Gustavo Rivera, Councilman Andrew Cohen, and Councilmember Mark Jonai. To our honorees, if you have not received your citations, proclamations, I have most of them here. We also have your care packages. beautiful care packages that were put together by our sponsors. We will make sure to get them to you, have some wonderful photos. And I think we can just continue to thank you all day long. Just know that you're appreciated. Your care packages and all your gifts will be given to you within the next couple of days. Thank you everyone for joining us. Thank you all, and have a blessed rest of the day and enjoy tomorrow. As Joe Kelleher said, let's thank our veterans. Bye everyone.